What up, Laker Nation? Boy DTLF back on another pregame live stream. I said post-game recap. Yeah, with another pregame live stream as the Lakers get set to face the Houston Rockets at 4 Pacific time. Make sure y'all tune in, man. This is going to be, it should be a phenomenal game. Hopefully it pans out because let me tell you something. Christian Wood has been hooping and he's been talking. And a lot of people are up here comparing him with Anthony Davis. So I think it's time for Anthony Davis to shut him down. Yes, Anthony Davis will play today, and KCP will return as well to the lineup. So you got to be excited for that. How y'all feeling today, though? Like I said, Lakers, Rockets. Rockets are 3-4, and they're sitting 12 in the Western Conference. So they're definitely looking to make some noise and come up. And the Lakers have to be ready, man. They have to be ready because this is a hungry team. They're very, very good. And hopefully, thank you, Sally. How you doing? Uh, hopefully the Lakers are ready and prepared. We need this team to be um, firing on all cylinders to play this type of game because this is a very offensive potent team, like from A to Z. They can all shoot, and we know how we've been struggling to guard the perimeter and the paint. And it is a team that excels from both of those angles. So we got to make sure that that we show up early. Now, my predictions for this game, that's a good question. How you guys doing? My predictions for this game is the Lakers should win if we feed Anthony Davis in the paint and he neutralizes Christian Wood and or any sort of presence that they have in the paint. Same thing with Boogie. Now, I'm not sure if Boogie's going to play today, but he's another problem, especially for the Lakers in the paint. Like I said, we're thin in the front court. And the Rockets actually have some depth. I mean, when was the last time we could say that the Houston Rockets had some paint depth, right? So we'll see what happens there. But we play them today and we play them Tuesday. So hopefully we get a dub today and Tuesday. Like I said, if you guys are barely joining the live stream, KCP returns. So that's great news. I mean, that's amazing news. KCP, we missed you, dog. We missed his perimeter defense and his three-point shooting as well as his backdoor cuts and stuff like that, man. KCP, I think Laker Nation had taken him for granted for too long because when he goes missing, you really see how the team suffers on both ends of the floor. But again, with AD back, I think the bench returns back to the regular rotation as well. We have Caruso. It looks like this might be the first time we have a full lineup, so that should be fun, because our bench is stacked and. I really like Kuz and Trez both coming off the bench, and with Caruso and Wesley Matthews and everybody. So we have a pretty stacked bench. What's that? Wesley Matthews is out? You sure? Let's see. Let's see the update. We might have got a quick little update for Wesley Matthews. Not confirmed yet. Not confirmed yet. But let's see here. Okay, you're right. Wesley Matthews and Jared Dudley will be out for the game. So that's the latest update. Just got the update right now on the phone. So yes, thank you for that, brother. I appreciate you. Wesley Matthews is out, and so is Jared Dudley. So I guess we're not as complete as I thought. So, but luckily we did get KCP and Anthony Davis back to go with Caruso and the rest of the crew. Bottom line is, if we limit turnovers and we make sure we get out to those three-point shooters in the perimeter because those guys are going to kill us for real, man. If we do that, we'll be straight. We'll be straight jacket as heck. And if we don't, it's going to be a long night because we know they got shooters everywhere. We know that they can spread the floor. And now with this newfound offense that they found in the paint with both Boogie and Christian Wood, now they can hit you with a little two-sided combination on the offensive end. So again, let's do this. He said, congrats to your Rams for winning against the Seahawks. Yes, sir. Hey, that defense is looking mighty impressive. I'm still a little concerned with Jared Goff since our starting quarterback went down. But yeah, I gotta say that our defense looks great. If anything, our defense deserves to make it to the Super Bowl. Our offense is not quite there yet, but hopefully they figure it out on our way. We'll see what happens. He said, what's happening? What happened to the work meeting the other day? Well, if you want to know the story, I did start up a podcast, man. But I am, just to give you a little glimpse, I am going to be dedicating myself full-time to YouTube and to podcasting and everything online. So go ahead and check me out. If you guys already haven't, I will be on Anchor. I will be on TuneIn Radio. I think Apple has my stuff as well. It's called Beyond Sports. I have the first two episodes of my podcast. The first one's called Know Your Worth. The second one's called Motivation. So make sure you guys check that out if you already haven't. If you want the full details on what happened, you want the inside juicy story, it'll be right there on my podcast, man. Details and all. So make sure you check that out. He said, "Oh, is that Billie Eilish?" Absolutely, that is Billie Eilish, one of the best voices out right now. So, yep. He said, "Oh man, so did you get laid off? That sucks." Well, it sucks for some, man, but I had a plan B. So, but go ahead and check out that podcast for real, and then you'll understand where I'm coming from. He said, "Where's the link for the podcast?" If you follow me on Twitter or Instagram, I can link you. YouTube doesn't necessarily allow me to link, but maybe somebody can provide it in the comment section. Um, he said, "Man, that boy Zach Levine dropped 45 with 10 3-pointers. I would love to have him for Kuzma." Well, you ain't going to have him for Kuzma, man. That's a pipe dream. They don't do one for ones in this league. When you have a star player like that, they're going to want the whole enchilada. So, yeah, that's probably not going to happen. He said, "Yes, congratulations to you. My Steelers playing next." Ooh, I know you're nervous about that Steelers game because, they started off hot, but they've fallen off the face the last couple games. So I wish you luck, brother. But thank you. Um, yes, sir, Mr. Holden. I appreciate you, man. Absolutely, brother. And that's exactly what my podcast was about today, man. Taking that leap of faith and just having confidence. It's called so definitely check out the one for today as well. It's called Motivation. And I'm trying to make some impactful podcasting over here, man. So definitely check it out. He says Steelers going down tonight. We'll see what happens. Should be a fun game, but I won't be watching it since I'll be watching the Lakers game. Oh, what time is the Steelers game? I haven't even checked the schedule. Um, he said, "Man, Dan, that boy." I already read that one. He said, "I listened to your podcast, Dan. You're a great speaker." Thank you, man. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. A lot of people were requesting podcasts from me. I just didn't have the time. But now that I'm gonna have the time, you guys are gonna get a lot of content on this channel as well. I'm already started working on some content, so keep it locked right here. He said, "Lakers 112, Houston 92." Robert, if we play that type of defense, I will be very happy. But so far, we haven't been able to keep very many teams under 100. So hopefully tonight is the start of something like this. So speak it into existence, Robert. Hopefully that's the case for reals, for reals. He said, "Cool jersey. Thank you, man. Appreciate you." Where do you think the score will be today? If I have to make a prediction on scoreboard, I think Lakers, because we haven't played much defense. Lakers 115, Rockets 105. Hopefully, at least that's what I'm hoping for, right? He said, DTLF, you motivate me to make my own channel. Do it, Seb. Do it, brother. And if you heard my podcast this morning, I can only spark you guys, but you guys are the real motivators. You guys are the ones that can motivate yourself, because go ahead and listen to that podcast, man. If you already haven't, check that out. So, Dan, I'm going to support whatever you do, big homie. Absolutely, man. Thank you, guys. I already know you guys are real ones for real. Always supporting your boy. That's why I'm confident and able to pursue my passion full time. Plus, I saved a little bit on the side to hold me up till then. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited. The NFL playoffs are here. The Rams are still alive. The Lakers are in first place in the West currently. We're looking good, man. LA sports is back in full attack, and I couldn't be happier as an LA fan. He said, "So frustrating to see every team go all out and hustle all game against the Lakers while we have low energy and act like we're coasting." You know what? That's a great point, Carlos. I think sometimes we just seem disinterested in the game. I feel like certain players on the team feel like the season started too early. And they may be right because, prayers up to Thomas Bryant, who recently tore his ACL. There's been like 3 or 4 of those that I think that maybe if they would have prolonged the offseason, could have been prevented because, yes, it's a quick turnaround, even though the Wizards weren't in the playoffs. But still, like, I feel like the body is trying to adapt to this quick scheduling. It's a lot different. So hopefully they figure something out because players cannot keep getting injured, man. It's not good for the league. So, recently Markel Fultz went down with a similar injury. And now Thomas Bryant, who was one of my favorite young players. So prayers up to him. I wish him a speedy recovery. And man, those Washington Wizards are struggling mightily. But I told you guys about Russell Westbrook. A lot of people asked me if I would want him traded here. I said, no, that Russell Westbrook is not a winner. Excuse me. He said, I think it's the quick turnaround. Said, Dan, is AD playing tonight? And what's the free agent we going to get next? Keith, Anthony Davis, and Contavious Caldwell Pope will be both playing tonight. So that's the good news. The bad news is what free agent we're going to get next? I have no clue. Rob Pelinka has been very unpredictable. Back when we had Magic Johnson at the helm, I could pretty much predict who we were going to get here and there. But Rob Pelinka has kept things close to the vest, and I wouldn't want it any other way, right? Who doesn't love surprises? Yes, sir. The Knicks do have a better record. I'm very happy for the Knicks. Oof, my Nuggets beat the Knicks. So if the Lakers don't play defense, they will get embarrassed tonight. I agree with you. I agree with you because we're playing a very offensive potent team. So we got to make sure we come out here ready, prepared from the get. And I hate these slow starts, man. We've been getting off to too many of those. So I want Dennis to stay aggressive tonight. LeBron, obviously, he's been balling out. Honestly, LeBron's having a bigger MVP season than Anthony Davis. I thought Anthony Davis would be having this MVP season, but that could partially be due to the fact that he's been injured from the start. So hopefully he picks it up, but LeBron James is carrying right now. We're going to need some consistency from everybody else. Trez was amazing the last game. I thought Dennis was a little bit better the last game. So we're going to need both of those guys to step up. Kuz got to be a little bit more consistent, even though he's back to his original job, which is off the bench. And we just got to continue to communicate on the defensive end because that's where they're really struggling on the perimeter and in the paint. He said, you doing your thing, bro. Keep it up. Thank you, Keith. I appreciate you, bro. He said, we should have gotten athletic big or kept McGee or Howard. We'll see what happens. Again, there's still time to improve the roster, but we'll see what happens moving forward. You're right. I mean, we did lose some athleticism in the paint, and it's hurting us. Clearly, like it's hurting us, man. So that's unfortunate, you know. He said we would go sign JaVale back or go with Whiteside or tell AD we need him to play the 5 more until we can get a second center. I mean, yeah, all valid points. Dan, did you see Christian Wood comments towards AD that he'll be coming at AD with aggression? Yes, and that's what I mentioned in the beginning of the live stream. We need Anthony Davis to come out here and make a statement. I picked him up on my fantasy team for the same reason. I feel like this AD, you know, he has a dog in him. He has a dog in him. And we saw it in the playoffs. And we need that AD tonight to shut down all the naysayers and all the people that say Christian Wood is just as good. Stop it. Stop it, man. Christian Wood's having a good year, but don't take away from one of the top 5 players in the league. You know, just because Christian Wood's having a good team, he's in a different offense, different system that caters to him. That's fine. But at the end of the day, look here. Anthony Davis is 2 to 3 times the player Christian Wood will ever be. Players like AD don't grow on trees, and I don't care how good Christian Wood is doing. He's no Anthony Davis. And hopefully today, Anthony Davis proves me right because I know exactly what Anthony Davis is, even though Anthony Davis has been receiving tons of criticism this season because of his, injured, riddled start. But hopefully he's able to shake off the cobwebs today and just go all in and put Christian Wood back in his place. That's my hope. He said, but yeah, man, since the Nuggets will blow out the Knicks, hopefully I'm going to watch your game and the Lakers. And 100, I'll be rooting for your team. Appreciate that, dude. Appreciate that, bro. He said, good job, Dan. Keep up the hard work, brother. I got you, Robert. I got you, brother. Appreciate you. He said, true, AD just hit a bad sump right now. And that's just the thing about modern day NBA fans. A lot of them, they have short-term memory loss. It's what have you done for me lately? And if a superstar struggles, everybody starts trashing them. And then they jump on the new hottest toy. But to me, it's the body of work. Anthony Davis, come on. He's been the best big in this league. Probably like after year 2 or 3 that he came into the league. So, yeah, his body of work means way more to me than one little, cute little start by Christian Woods. Like, yeah, it's cute, but it's not going to impress me the same way Anthony Davis is. He's a champion. Put some respect on his name. The same way that his body of work has impressed me. So we'll see what happens today, but I'm looking forward to it, man. Game coming up right now in about 3 minutes. So we're going to make this pregame a little bit short. I was going to come on earlier, but I'm not going to lie to you guys, man. You know me, man. I'm no longer working. So I got lazy and I fell asleep on the couch for a little bit, but I woke up just in time to cover the majority of the bases that I wanted to talk about. Anyways, if you guys are just tuning in now, and I missed your question, make sure you tune in for the post-game recap, and I'll see you guys then. If you guys already haven't, please check out my podcast, guys. It's called Beyond Sports with Dan, and you can find it on multiple apps, including the main one, which is Anchor. You can download it or just Google it, whatever you want. But make sure you check that out, guys. 2 episodes out on the podcast, more to come. Stay tuned for that, and we'll definitely have more content on this channel and on my second channel, The Bat Cave. So I'll catch you guys real soon. Make sure you keep it locked right here for the post-game recap. Peace out, guys.